So today we're going to talk about trigonometry and trig ratios. And what trig is, it is the study of right triangles. So one thing to remember is trigonometry only works for right triangles, because we need that 90-degree angle. When we set up trig ratios, we're going to need to know a few things. One thing that's really important is the reference angle. A reference angle is just the angle we are looking at in the problem. So if I have a right triangle here, let's call it angle A, angle B, angle C. I'm never going to have the reference angle be the 90-degree angle. It's going to be one of the other ones. So I'm going to choose C for this problem, but it could be A as well. And this circle with a line through it is called theta. And it's just a symbol like an X. And in geometry, we use that symbol for missing angles or angles we don't know. So it just stands for, hey, some angle, I don't know what it is exactly, but I'm talking about that. Now, once we know our reference angle, we're going to label the sides looking at this reference angle. So we already know how to label the hypotenuse of a triangle. It's across from the 90-degree angle. So my hypotenuse is side AC, the side across from the 90-degree angle. I think the next side that's easiest to label is the opposite side, because this side is across from the reference angle. So my reference angle is C. I'm looking at that angle. The side across from it is AB. This is my opposite side. And then the last side is called the adjacent. And that's the side that's next to the reference angle. So adjacent means next to. Here's my reference angle. The side next to it is called the adjacent side. And a little point of clarification here. Sometimes people get confused because they're like, well, this is next to the reference angle, but this is also next to the reference angle. That's true, but we already called this our hypotenuse. So it's the one next to the reference angle that's not the hypotenuse. So let's turn to the inside right and see how we do an example. So once we have our sides labeled, the next part we need to understand is how to set up our ratios. So here's where it comes from. If I think about last week when we talked about 30, 60, 90 triangles, I have 3 up here. When I look at the opposite side over the hypotenuse in a 30, 60, 90, if I'm looking at the 30-degree angle, this is opposite, it's 1/2 for that fraction. So if I look at the next 30, 60, 90 triangle, if I put the opposite over the hypotenuse again, it's 4/8, which simplifies to 1/2. And if I look at this last one, mathematicians started to notice this pattern. Whenever I have a 30, 60, 90 triangle, across from the 30 over the hypotenuse always has this fraction of 1/2. So now we only need one side to figure out a missing side. If I look and see that the opposite is 10 over the hypotenuse, which I don't know, but I know it should be 1/2, I know this x is going to be 20. So they came up with words for what sides to put on top of each other. I was putting opposite over hypotenuse. This is called sine. All it means is look at the angle and put the opposite side on top of the hypotenuse. And an easy acronym to remember this is SOH, or SOH. The next part is cosine. So if I look at an angle and I want to do the cosine, it just tells me to put the adjacent side on top of the hypotenuse. And the acronym for that is CAH. So it's SOCA, and the last one is TOA. And TOA stands for tangent of some angle equals the opposite side over the adjacent. So the acronym SOH CAH TOA can help us when I'm talking about sine. I want the opposite on top of the hypotenuse. So these are like fractions here. Adjacent over hypotenuse for cosine, and for tangent, it's opposite over adjacent. So I'm going to show you how to set those up on the next page. So turn to now that I have my diagram set up, angle A is 90 degrees, AC is 11, AB 60, BC 61. I want to find the sine of C. So I like to write on my paper, SOH CAH TOA somewhere, so I can remember what side sine is talking about. So sine's talking about this one, opposite over hypotenuse. So I need my opposite side over my hypotenuse. Now the reference angle that I'm looking at is next to the sine, cosine, or tangent. It says sine C. I'm looking at my reference angle. So I'm going to label my sides from C. The hypotenuse is across from the 90. The opposite side is across from the reference angle. And the adjacent side is next. So I need the opposite side over the hypotenuse. Opposite is 60, hypotenuse is 61. So it's 60 over 61. I wanted to write that out nice so I could see it better. It's sine C equals 60 over 61. Final answer. So now I want to look at cosine of B. I'm changing my reference angle here really quick. Cosine is adjacent over hypotenuse. But I'm not looking at angle C anymore. I'm looking at angle B. So if I'm looking at this angle, my hypotenuse is still across from the 90. But my opposite side is across from this reference angle. It's over here. So this is my opposite now. And now this is my adjacent. Because I switched the angles, my opposite and adjacent switch. So if I'm looking at B, I want the adjacent, or the one next to it, 60 over hypotenuse is 61. So cosine of B equals 60 over 61 for this triangle. And the last one, tangent of B. Well, tangent equals opposite over adjacent. When I look at B, the opposite side is 11. So tan B equals 11 over the adjacent side is here, 60. So I would pause the video, go to that you try problem, try it on your own. I'll show. This part's a review, but to find the missing side, LB, I'm missing that side, but I see it's a right triangle, so I can use a squared plus b squared equals c squared. Find that missing side. So I got 2 squared plus x squared equals 3 squared, because 3 is my hypotenuse. So 4 plus x squared equals 9, x squared equals 5, x equals radical 5. So this side 5, I just needed that for the next 2 parts. So now I want to find sine of A. Opposite over hypotenuse. If I come back to SOH CAH TOA. Well, let me write the H there, but it's an H, not a just Y. SOH CAH TOA. Sine's opposite over hypotenuse. But I'm looking at angle A. So from angle A, this side's opposite across from the angle. Hypotenuse is across from the 90. So sine of A, opposite over hypotenuse, opposite hypotenuse is 30. Now if I want to find the tangent of L, that's going to change my sides here because I'm not looking at A anymore. I'm looking at angle L. Tangent's opposite over adjacent. Opposite on top of adjacent. So for tan L, opposite of L is 2. Next to L is 5, radical 5. It's not 3 because that's my hypotenuse. So opposite over adjacent, 2 over radical 5. Now technically this is right, but it's not simplest form because I have a denominator. I don't want that, so I'm going to multiply by square root of 5 over square root of 5 to rationalize the denominator. So tangent of L equals 2 radical 5 in the numerator. Radical 5 times radical 5 is square root of 25, which is just 5. So this is simplest 2 radical 5 over 5.